Hello students, this is Mrs. Miller, and the purpose of this video is to help you understand how to fill out a graphic organizer with a text that is written using the order and sequence text structure. Okay, so what we're going to do before we even read the paragraph is we're going to go ahead and cut out our graphic organizer. Now remember, with order and sequence, the author provides readers with chronological events or a list of steps in a procedure. The events are in order of occurrence. Instructions are given step by step, and sometimes the author will use order words such as first and next, etc. Okay, so we can go ahead and cut out our graphic organizer. And for the sake of speeding this along, I already cut mine out. So I'm going to move this to the side. And you might notice at the bottom how I cut just like this so that it'll fit together. And then I'm going to slide this right here and I'll glue it together like that. Okay. And this is where I'm going to put my information from the text. I just glue it right like that. And now I just have one piece and I'll be able to fill in the information. Okay. Let's go to the paragraph. It says, after begging my parents to get a dog for weeks, my dad woke me up early one Saturday morning. He wouldn't tell me where we were going as he drove over 30 minutes into the country. Finally, he asked, "What color lab puppy did you say you wanted?" Shocked and thrilled, I chose a black lab puppy and named him Buck. Then we went to the pet store and I picked out a collar, leash, and some puppy food. When we got home, I played with Buck for hours. Well, this makes me smile because it reminds me of my dog. I also have a black lab and his name is Tito. So you can see the events are listed in order. What I'm going to do is I'm going to underline each event in a different color, and then I'm going to be able to color code my graphic organizer so that I can know where to transfer each piece of information. So the first thing that happened is I begged my parents to get me a dog for weeks. So that happened over and over and over again. After that, my dad woke me up early one Saturday morning. My dad woke me up early one Saturday morning. He wouldn't tell me where he was going as he drove over 30 minutes into the country. So that's the next thing that he did. He drove over 30 minutes into the country. Okay, finally, he asked, "What color lab did you say you wanted?" He asked, "What color lab puppy did you say you wanted?" Shocked and thrilled, I chose a black lab puppy and named him Buck. The next detail, we went to the pet store and I picked out a collar, leash, and some puppy food. We went to the pet store and I picked out a collar, a leash, and some puppy food. And finally, I played with Buck for hours. Okay? And you can see some transition words here, or some order words, finally, then, but the events are listed in the order in which they happen. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color code my graphic organizer. I'm just going to go in the same order that I used here, and that will help me know where to put each piece of information. So the first one I'm going to highlight with blue. That's where I'm going to put my first detail. The next detail the next box is going to be in orange. The next box is where I used my pink. Again, the color coding helps me know where to put each piece of information, and it helps you understand how the information is transferred from the text to the graphic organizer. Green was the next color that I used. And then my yellow. Followed by my red. And finally, I used my purple. Okay, there we go. The next thing that needs to happen is you need to transfer the information from the text to each of the correct boxes. I'm not going to show you how to do that because you can do that on your own. Okay? After the information is transferred, I'm going to fold this accordion style. So I'm going to fold this under right here because this is what I'm going to glue into my interactive notebook. I'm going to glue this piece, this strip in. Okay? And then I'm going to go just like that. So I'm going to fold it this way and then turn it and fold it back on itself like this. I'm just folding on each of the lines, okay? Like I'm making a fan. Okay, so that's how it looks after it's been folded. And I'm going to cut out the passage and glue this into my interactive notebook. And I'm going to glue just this strip right here into my interactive notebook. And I'll have all of my details listed in order. And then you can take a little piece of something, such as I used a part of a Post-it note and I made just a little pocket. You can glue that down also in your interactive notebook so that your graphic organizer stays in place. Okay? Okay, there we go.